Not every bad thing will always bring entirely negative consequences. My name is Patricia Aceng. We are looking at how a team of lawyers got exposed in a Lango Culture Leadership Rango case that was at a High Court before Justice Phillips Odoki. I am talking about civil suit number 10 of 2024, challenging the election of Odongo Kune that was filed by Denish Achilobia, Benjamin Oki versus Engineer Odongo Kune, Ojwango Porter, William Modomodo, Otim Tom, Hamza Okelo, and Vincent Oling. The counterclaim was challenging the election of Dixon Ogwangokul, and it was filed by Odongokun and others against Obia Dennis Achila, Benjamin Oki, Dixon Ogwangokul, Dr. Dan Okelo, Professor Nam, Richard Nam, Dan Opiradwe, Okwir Jaramoy Dennis. The plaintiffs, or the counter-defendant lawyers, were Emmanuel Egaro Omiat, Hamis Obua, Innocent Okuny. The defendants or the counter-claimants lawyers were Dr. Adams Makmot Kibwanga, Patrick Okwir, Quirina Soyugi Nono, Gabriel Obua, Simon Peter Odo, Ponciano Okelo, and Dr. Rebecca Amolo. The Lango Culture Leadership Rango was able to expose a number of young lawyers who effectively and efficiently defended their clients. These, among others, include Obua Hamis, Okuny Innocent, Obua Gabriel, Ponciano Okelo, and Rebecca Amolo, together with Patrick Okwir. But as most people know, lawyers such as Dr. Adams Makmot Kibwanga, Emmanuel Egaromiat played a crucial role in this case, alongside Quirina Soyugi Onono and Simon Peter Odo. But today we are looking at the vibrant young lawyers who significantly contributed to this case. We are looking at one of them for today. Today we are going to remind ourselves also of the submission of Counsel Gabriel Obua. I have decided to bring this submission to you because it was very impactful on the rulings that I believe it was able to successfully challenge the election organized by Lango Culture Foundation Electoral Commission that is headed by Colonel retired Dan Opitodwe, that made Ambassador Dixon Ogwangukul to emerge as the Wonyachi elect. The submission of Counsel Gabriel Obua contributed highly in the nullification of Lango Culture Foundation election, and consequently, an order that was issued, a permanent injunction on Ambassador Ogwangokul from acting, being enthroned, or conducting the ceremony as Wonyachi of Lango. Let us listen to Counsel Gabriel Obua's memorable and impactful submission. Here we go.
Lord DW1, DW2 was before this court, and he informed court that indeed there is an interim order of injunction stopping the process of election was duly served, and that evidence was never controverted by counsel for the respondents. My Lord, in the TEX 11, that is the affidavits of Dixon Ogwangokul, it is attached to the witness statement of Engineer Dr. Michael Odokune, where the third respondent admitted in that affidavit, which is part of the evidence before this court, my Lord, that the evidence, that the advice he got from these advocates, that is MS Egaro and the co-advocates who represent him, was clear that since the election has taken place, there was no need, the application was taken up by banks. That is in paragraph 3, my Lord. My Lord, in the paragraph 4 of DEX 11, paragraph 4 of DEX 11, that respondent openly admitted that upon winning the said election, he was declared the winner. And on the 13th day of October 2024, he took oath. My Lord, the copy of the oath of allegiance is attached to that very same DX11 and the photographs of the candidates voting, including for the respondent, that is Dr. Ukelodan. My Lord, PW1 was before this court, and during cross-examination, he also openly admits that indeed election went on, but it was not concluded because the court order came in. My Lord, I invite court to consider the decision of Justice Sekana Musa versus Kahan Investments Limited. My Lord, I do have a copy. Yes, sir. In the case of Nambasi Nelson versus Kahan Investment Limited. Lord, it is miscellaneous application number 602 of 2018. My Lord Justice Sekana Musa. At page 3, quoted with approval, the case of Housing Finance Bank Limited. And another versus Edward Musisi, which was a miscellaneous application number 158 of 2010, where a court of appeal held that anybody who knows of an order, regardless of whether in his view, anybody who knows of an order, regardless of whether in his view of that, whether in view of that party, the order is null or valid, regular or irregular, cannot be permitted to disobey it by reason of what that party regards the order to be. And it went on. It went on that it is not for that party to choose whether or not to comply with such order. My Lord, I also refer to page 4, the last paragraph of that judgment, where court was of the opinion that the court order is not a mere suggestion or an opinion or a point of view, but it is a directive that is issued after much thought. My Lord, it is my submission that the election of the 11th day of October 2024, which was carried out, is regarding the court order stopping the same, was illegal, and it fell short of minimum requirement for an election. My Lord, that is the first leg of my discussion. I go to the second leg. My Lord, throughout the hearing of this case, the plaintiffs have been informing court that indeed the said election was in accordance with the Land Patrol Foundation Constitution. My Lord, I wish to refer court to Article 3(1)(c) of Land Patrol Foundation Constitution. To be specific, that is chapter 3, my Lord. Chapter 3. Article 3(1)(c) of that constitution. That is PEX 20. My Lord, I'm referring to 1C, which provides for the qualifications of one to be elected as Wonyashi of Lango. My Lord, 1C is very clear that one must be 60 years at least. My Lord, it is evidence before this court, that is PEX 29. That is a nomination That is the nomination form of Dickson Obua, who was one of the contestants in that election, my lord. Where in that nomination form, that is PX29, that candidate was 55 years, my lord, not 60 as they claim in the constitution they were following. My lord, PW2 what we was before this court, that is Benjamin O'Kee. My lord, when this question was put to him whether he was aware that indeed one of the candidates in that election was 55 years, my lord, indeed the witness was very shocked to learn about that. And he informed court that indeed he was not aware. My lord, PW4, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission himself was before this court. And when he was asked about these particular facts, the answer that the constitution he was following was so contradictory. He only considered the person to be a clan leader, for that person to be a candidate. My lord, still on PX20, I refer to chapter 8 of that said constitution, which plaintiffs heavily relied on. That is Article 1. Chapter 8, Article 1, Clause 4, Paragraph A and B. My lord, Paragraph A empowers the Electoral Commission to conduct the election in accordance with that constitution. My lord, it means that the Electoral Commission is supposed to follow the Constitution to the letters. Paragraph B empowers the Commission to compile and update the register of the eligible voters. My lord, PW4 was in this court when this question was put to him. He informed court he has the register but never going into court. My lord, still on chapter 8, I move to Article 3.1. Article 3, Clause 1, 2 and 3. My Lord, two is to the effect that campaign for the position of Wanyachi of Lao are prohibited, and that the person who engaged in such should be disqualified. That is 3. And my Lord, PW2 Benjamin Oki was in this court, and he informed God that indeed he traversed the all-round sub-region with all his friends, the other candidates, campaigning for the position of Wanyachi of Lango. And my Lord, he went on to sample 3 of his manifestos that he was telling the electorate, and I believe the same is on court record. My Lord, the said candidate was never disqualified by the Electoral Commission. My Lord, as I conclude, I invite court to consider Article 4, still on Chapter 8. Article 4, Clause 3C. Chapter 8. Yes, my Lord. Article 4, Clause 3, Paragraph C, which provides that Electoral Commission has to allow people to nominate 3 candidates to contest for that office of Wanyachi. And paragraph D, empower him to declare 3 leading candidates to go for the final election. And paragraph E, empower him to verify the qualifications of the candidates. When he was asking cross-examination, he admitted he did not do any of the above, my Lord. That is PW4. Admitted not doing any of the above. My Lord, it is our humble submission that since the election of 11th day of October 2024 was done in contravention of the existing court order, and not in accordance with the Constitution that they claim to have followed, we pray that this court be pleased to declare that election illegal, null and void. We humbly pray.
Thank you for watching. Be reminded that Engineer Dr. Michael Moses Odongokune and others have made an application again seeking the staying of execution of court orders over the 31st of October that put an injunction against the coronation and ordered for the re-gazettement of Yosa Muduribi as a Wanyachi. The ruling is scheduled for 22nd of November. Lango News Channel will bring you up to details on this matter. Thank you for watching. Until again next time. Thank you for watching Lango News Channel. Please subscribe for more updates.